So I got in trouble today. Not big trouble, but trouble. So my social worker, I don't even know if she's my social worker. I forget where she is in the whole team that's been taking care of me. But I didn't even tell her I was out for like 5 hours running errands and stuff. But, this whole new health thing with me, I don't know. I don't know how to really like balance it sometimes, I guess. Like my partner, man, he don't want me doing jack. He's like, you can walk to the bathroom and you can walk back and lay your butt in bed. But it's counterproductive because when you have PEs, when you have clots, you can't just like sit back and do nothing. You gotta move some, you know. But so yeah, I was talking to I'll say one of the team members today, and she got on me because she's like, okay, you can't be walking up and down the stairs like 4 times a day. She basically told me what he said. I'm telling him that though. But she basically said the same thing. She said, I could walk up and down 3 steps just to like try to start getting my lungs acclimated to a little bit of, of a workout, Like I could go to the bathroom, whatever. She's like, don't overexert myself walking upstairs because I have a rather long, I guess, staircase. So she's like, you can't walk up the stairs, go to the bathroom, take off your clothes, get in the shower. You can't, it's too much. You can't do all of that. So she's like, go upstairs, which I have to do anyway. Once I walk up the stairs, I'm so winded, I literally have to lay here and try to get myself together because my heart is like pacing. And I'm like, it's just a lot. You're talking about somebody who, number one, since I can remember, long before it became a profession for me, I've always taken care of other people. I've always, as a restaurateur, pulling 60-hour weeks easy. Just like moving. Nothing ever stopped me. Nothing never get me down. Nothing never knocked me on my butt. Only one time, back in 2000, I had an abscess that almost took me out. But that was 19 years ago. And, of course, as I've said before, I'm a nurse. I work in geriatric care in a nursing home. And that's definitely fast-paced. There's no time for sitting, no time for anything, but just getting it in. And so I go from that lifestyle to I can't walk up the stairs, without being knocked on my bum is a lot. And so I say all this to say, as I've said in the past, I get a lot of information off YouTube. I like to listen to people's testimonials. When I first found out I had the clots in my lungs, from an academic standpoint, or I've worked with many residents that have had DVTs, but nothing that has ever like pulmonary embolism or anything. And on top of that, they're elders, so it's a different dynamic. And then when you talk about dealing with it from a caretaker standpoint versus the patient, it's different. And so I'm making these videos and the others not to keep going on about the fact that I'm going through this. Although I guess it can be a bit, helpful for myself to speak about it and to kind of put it out into the universe and get it off of me. But there may be someone who um, can benefit from these things. So yeah, so Judy got on me today. She's like, no going up and down the stairs. So that's something, like, because people should know if you have embolisms to not be running up and down the stairs, or not running per se, but walking up and down the stairs because it's too much. You have to kind of ease into getting yourself back together. Um, uh, you have to drink lots and lots of liquids because that will help not get clots and help the ones you have to dissolve or what have you. Um, just so many things. Then on top of the clots, I had the pneumonia and still am fighting the pneumonia. So I have the antibiotics. And then now they're saying they're finding something with my heart. I'm just all messed up right now. Um, so I don't know what I would say ultimately, because my reality will not be everyone's reality. So if you happen to find out that you're going through any sort of sickness or, ailment, talk to your people. And I've said this before, as being one of those nature girls, you know what I'm saying? One of those cats who was always about the vegan and the this and the that. My herbs, I got mad at herbs downstairs. Um, all that kind of stuff. Don't shun modern medicine to the point where you're it becomes detrimental to your health. I know a lot of times, I think a lot of times people, we just get so caught up in this idea of what is, what it is to be natural and all this kind of thing. You rocking the hair, you rocking the cowrie shells, and you rocking this and you rocking that, and you know what I'm saying? And um, the healthy eating and stuff really more so becomes part of the facade. It's this thing, this entity, but we lose sight. I think a lot of people lose sight of, what am I trying to say? Um, like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater type of thing. If being diagnosed by modern means will be beneficial to you, then by all means do that. If there's something that will help you, like the antibiotics and stuff, do I like taking them? No, but I know they're helping me, and me dealing with zinc and all the other things will take longer to clear my lungs from the pneumonia. Um, on top of that, I have the clots in there. Just not anything I can play with. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital and let them work their mojo on me. You know what I'm saying? And then, if I am able to, I'll just cleanse myself afterwards, inshallah. But I would say to the natural community, don't sleep. If something is going on with your body, take your hind part there to the doctor and get diagnosed with something, because it could be something festering in you that you just don't know about. This whole thing hit me out of the blue, out the freaking blue. I had zero symptoms. There was zero reason for me to get any clots on the surface. It wasn't until I fell ill, and they started running tests, that we realized I have a genetic disorder, which makes me predisposed to clots. Didn't know this before, and I wouldn't have known this just dealing with some herbs. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have known I have clots until I'm dead somewhere. So anyway, I'm so exhausted. Just making this little 10-minute video. I'm just so winded. But everybody take care, please. We have to do so much better with taking care of our health, especially black and brown people and poor people, and you know, It's difficult not having insurance and stuff, I know, but give it to the creator, then do your part. We are dying too often from things that can be really easily dealt with. The pneumonias and the asthmas and the diabetes, even many times like heart disease and stuff. If we would just stop putting it off and being afraid to go to doctors, and we have all the reasons in the world to not trust the medical community, but we have to do better. With that, I'm going to sleep. I'm so tired. Peace, y'all.